So why don't we start by having you provide a nice overview of what a media agency is and does?
Well, a media agency, essentially, we work with clients and brands, and the kind of key role that we play is determining what sort of strategy should we use in terms of using media to deploy and market those brands.
Mm-hmm. Whether it's online, TV, traditional, essentially traditional media, if you will, as well as new and emerging media.
Yes, I mean there's a whole cross spectrum of media that is now available to marketers, and so that level of, or the number of channels has grown enormously. Budgets haven't necessarily grown enormously, so what clients are asking us to do is help them navigate and make what sort of choices about where they should place their dollars and which are the most effective vehicles or combination of vehicles that are going to help them to really promote their brands.
So how would you define the biggest challenge that's facing all media agencies right now?
Well, I think rather than challenge, I think the one amazing opportunity for media agencies is just to be a much more valuable kind of partner to the CMO. I think if you look at where the business traditionally was, we were much more about the creative, much more about coming up with the ideas. But we're now moving and shifting into this world of media-led kind of brand communications. And what I mean by that is that, the industry was very focused on TV in terms of what that was a big driver for brand marketers, brand advertising. Then we had this amazing kind of love affair with the internet from the mid-90s. And that then progressed to developing campaigns for social and apps and for mobile. But what's happened is, look, none of those media have gone away. In fact, media consumptions continue just to increase. There are more people now watching the Super Bowl. There's more consumption of news now than there ever has been in the history of media. So all that choice is making it much more difficult for clients to navigate. So, that's why I say we're moving into this media-led brand communications era, because now the whole idea, it used to be about creating the right message and delivering it to the right audience at the right place and the right time. And that hierarchy of that order of the way that we're thinking about communications has shifted. It's now almost, what places should we look at? Are the right places, the right times, the right audiences? And for those audiences, then what are the right messages that need to influence them?
So what do you think will be sort of the game changer moving forward? What do you anticipate will be sort of the media property to watch, if you will, as we move into 2012 and beyond?
Well, I think media that I quite like Flipboard at the moment, which is I guess you'd describe it as a social magazine, which has been custom built for iPads. Models to me that have that are custom built for the channel that people consume more intuitively, but also are advertiser friendly. I think you know that that's got a sustainable kind of model that both from a consumer and from a business perspective.
Any advice for marketers as they continue to try to navigate this ever increasingly complex media environment?
Well, I think the important question to ask of your agency is to put much more attention on what's going to work. And I think if the agencies can't answer those questions, then you've got to keep going back to them, because I think anything less is just really, in this current kind of environment of accountability, it isn't going to fly. I think I think there's always a goal of how is what you're going to do delivering a competitive advantage. I think that's also important, and I think just working with the agencies, asking kind of tougher questions, I think is what is the role of a marketer, but also I think that just invites the agencies to sort of work much harder to sort of address your needs.